We are into the advanced DDL and DML statement model where we are going to see some of the advanced statement related to select statement, which we are going to see. And where we first we will try to see how we can simplify select statements. That is whatever the data retrieval we are doing from the table, how we can simplify the statements, how we can use string patterns to retrieve our required results, how we can use ranges, and how we can use set of values. So that is what we are going to see in this session as a theoretical part. The very first thing is whenever we are retrieving any rows from a table, let's say means we have seen earlier as well in a practical session where we have seen how we can retrieve select star from author. So this is one thing where we all retrieve all the columns at one go when we use a star in the select clause. uh, the second thing is if you wanted to retrieve only specific column, then we can give the column names like this with the comma separated between them. So that is something which is we can give, and this is how it retrieves only given columns. And also suppose we wanted to retrieve only one specific row, then we can use this a where condition where we can specify where author id is equal to a3, and it just retrieve that a3 id row uh, for this particular condition. So that is something which we can do when we wanted to simplify the data retrieval from the table. And the next thing is we can use some string patterns as well. Suppose we are not sure about the complete name or complete last name, and if you just wanted to retrieve the records which are starting with W as the last name in this particular column, then we can do that with the help of this pattern, which is you can say W then percentage sign. That means what it will do, where last name is like W, and this percentage, that means whatever the records which are starting with W and then anything after that, any character after W, then it will retrieve the record. So now you can see in the result section here as well, you can see this W and W, these are the two records which are showing. So this we can do it. The other thing we can do is as well, we can actually find out like the first last character as well. Suppose we wanted to see the records which are ending with W at the last, or maybe any another other character, then we can just make it as W percentage W here as well. Then it gives that record which is just giving just ending with the W. So this is the way we can do or we can use this string of patterns. This is called as wildcard patterns, where we can use this like operator as well for this. Then we do have some examples or requirements where we wanted to use a range of data. Like suppose we wanted to, we have this book table, we wanted to get the data where the pages is greater than 200 and less than 300. So this is one thing which we can do, means whatever the table pay records which are there, we can retrieve it from that particular table. So this is one way we can do or we can use these ranges. And the second way is like we can use a between operator. So pages is between 200 and 300. It will give that particular record which is having page number of 200 and 300. Then there is another way we can retrieve rows using a set of values, where actually we can give, like suppose we have wanted to get the results only for country India and or country USA, the both of them. So we can do that. So this is the way we can specify it like this operate this way. However, this is not that efficient way of retrieving the data. For that, we can just use this in operator. So where country in, then these two values we can directly given, and this is more efficient as well, and it is easy to read as well. So that is how we can use this list of values. We are going to see this practically as well. In summary, we have seen how we can use select statement using string pattern, then range of values and the set of values with different operators. So that's what we have seen. I hope you liked it, and I will see you in next session.